Hello Libra, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Libra, this is going to be your theme for 2025. This is going to be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Discern the messages accordingly. If you're here, you know how this works. Libra, I want to say thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, commented, those that have booked personal reads, those who have made donations to the channel, and those channel members. I appreciate all of you. Channel memberships are open as well as personal reads. That information can be found in the description box below as well as the about section of the page. Libra, we're going to get straight into it here, see what's going on for you. I'm not going super in depth with these readings. 2025 is a long 365-day year, so we'll see what comes up for you. You could be dealing with the Gemini right off the bat here. If you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, in 2025, you could find yourselves going in different directions. Interesting. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what comes up here. But we're going to do the overall theme of the things you need to be aware of. And then, 2025 goes on. We'll get more reads out and get more in depth on all of these things for you. All right. So let's see here. So with that Gemini card, cross-pollinate. Beloved. Libra, I'm going to start off with a very difficult note here. You could be losing somebody very close to you. Not even gonna pretend like that's not a big turning point here in your life. This could be by way of home, family, structure, some maternal energy here with this Venus card. This could be, Libra, for you around the feminine figures in your life. And now, I'm going to say this quickly. We all know, if you're here, you know how this works. We all have masculine and feminine qualities within us, if I could say feminine, right? But I'm going to be very to the point here that I feel like this has to do with the females or those who identify as females in your life. There's a loss getting ready to take place. This feels like a mother wound, someone who you turn to for nurturing. There is a past reconciliation of structures in your life. The numbers 3, 6, and 9 could be of significance. I literally have all three of those sitting here. Libra, this is big. You're gonna have a real big year. And I want to say, I just said this in Taurus's video. We're moving into the North and the South node in Virgo and Pisces. Okay, January 13th, maybe. Don't quote me on that specific date, but I know it's I think the first half of January. But I want to say, and again, don't swear me to this. Double check, fact check me on this one. The last Aries Libra eclipse, I believe, is happening the end of March, beginning of April. So this will be the last eclipse season, I think. I could be wrong. Don't swear me to it. Around that time frame. Okay, we're going to close out that North and South node in Aries and Libra. The increments of March, June, and September are going to be specific time markers for you. It could feel like every 3 months something is happening in regards to that mother aspect in your life. This is debilitating the structures of which you've based your life on when it comes to feminine figures in your life. The key thing here for you, Libra, is to realize where it has gotten you to date under that structure, under that system. Talk about Pluto and Aquarius, it's structure, right? And you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Taurus, another Libra. Venus card here is you also, Libra, right? So this could be dealings with yourself too. Don't want to say it's just someone else, but this is a review period for you that goes, yeah, tension. See, there's, talked about the North and the South node. Right there they are. I went 5 cards back. There they are. The past sitting back there. And then the North node being the 6th card, which I usually don't take, but I seen that and I was like, well, I'll be damned. They're side by side in this deck of like, I think what, 40-some, 50-some cards. Tension. This is going to be a pivotal point for you, Libra. Do you lead into the future or do you stay in the past? Because the invitation here is going, close that door, close that chapter. It's time to really look at what you want your life to look like. What you want these connections with the feminine figures in your life to look like. Because I'm going to be directly blunt here. The way that they have been to date have been extremely, extremely unhealthy. Spirit is using the term, this is a cross pattern. I'm not sure what they mean by that, to be honest with you. This, you know, you ever hear, like, they'll say, like, certain diseases, right? P.S. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a licensed psychologist. I'm none of those things, right? So you discern accordingly. But, like, they'll say, like, certain diseases within families will skip generations. Thyroid disease, I think, is one of them as an example. Like, I've got thyroid disease, where, you know, like, my grandmother had it. My dad's side of the family, next generation, no issues. Then there's me and I've got it. This, when they talk about this cross pattern, that's kind of how I'm seeing that, as it skipped a generation. I don't know what that means for you. You're going to have to discern that 717 on the clock. But it seems to be very pivotal. It seems to be a very pressed point from Spirit here. That's something that you need to pay attention to. I think there's been a lack of transparency when it comes to those relationships with the feminines in your life. You could be dealing with I don't know if I want to say a child. Libra, I almost said Taurus. Libra, I just did Taurus's reading, maybe that's why. You could have kind of buried your head in the sand. You could be dealing with feminine figures that have buried their head in the sand, refusing to look at things. And there's something here that you're not going to be able to bury your head in the sand any longer. So it's like somebody could have pressed an opinion or an emphasis or a structure on you and said, this is the way you have to do this. And I think you bought that hook, line, and sinker. And 2025 is going to be the unraveling of just that. What you do with it is up to you. As I say, that maternal aspect, look at this. Mother of Cups is the first card to come out and clarify that Gemini card. I feel like the feminines in your life led the way. They were these are the terms and conditions. This is how you must do things. But if you would ask them to take a look at themselves, they were completely oblivious to it. They didn't want to take a look at themselves or hold accountability for their part in something here. And now, I feel like this is your mother. I really do. This feels like a family thing that has ran rampant in your life for a long time. There's that, I always call it's like my bucking back card, right? The deer puts his horns down. He's ready to lock horns. It's defensive. Even though that's the Knight of Pentacles, that should be an offer. It's pushing back, right? I think here, Libra, it's time for you to push back with this one specific I feel like this is one specific person. I said to Scorpio, there's the Empress, Taurus, Libra. There could have been a lot of fights over a truth that maybe other people in your life saw that you refused to see when it came to this person. Spirit's saying that they're losing relevance as well. So if you're dealing with a mother figure who sees everything one way, their opinion doesn't matter anymore. Laundry's done. Confirmation. Their opinion on something is, it's been upside down for a really long time. Somebody here is challenging this. Like, they may not understand boundaries. Like, this could be, as an example, doesn't have to be this. Place it in your life where it fits and how it fits. This could be, let's say, a mother-in-law who likes to input her viewpoints on your marriage or your relationship and says, this is how this is supposed to be. It's almost like they cause some sort of rift in a lot of parts of your life, and that is their definition of love. Ace of Cups. You may be or may have been required to be the one to give them time, energy, and attention. They feel pretty persuasive to me, Libra. And that doesn't work anymore. The crazy thing to this is I don't feel that this is coming from you. It's weird. It's like, I'm going to put you as the kid in the middle here. And it's like the child caught between two parents kind of feel. So you could be dealing with, told you 3, 6, and 9 here. 3 people, yourself included. The past dynamic, needing to break away from that. 9, this needs to close out at last. That somebody else is pointing this out to you. Spirit emphasizing, this isn't the first time you've heard this either. This is not the first time you've heard this. It's been a repetitive theme for at least 17 years, if not longer. Let's see. I'm actually going to grab a different deck here. What is this about, Spirit? What is this about? All right. Spirit guides, looking for signs, philosophical discussion, supervision. This, oh boy. Number 2 also, Antikarana, crossing the rainbow bridge. Resurrection coming full circle. I told you in the very beginning, and I started off on a bit of a stark note there, Libra. Somebody could be leaving. And not in the ways that you envisioned. Not in the ways that I think you were trying to reconcile yourself to. This supervision is someone who has had to have their input on your life. They've had to have a say. And, Spirit could have been giving this person, Libra, and maybe you are this person. All of the warnings, all of the hellos. hey, do you see these warning shots that are being fired off from the universe? If a tower doesn't come out in this spread, I will be genuinely shocked. Because this is, you either make those moves when spirit advises you to, or the tower moment will come. That is what I feel is happening here. You could have talked to somebody previously that could have predicted this for you. With every life, there is an end. Whatever that means for you. Libra, expect your world to really change in 2025. Some of you could go through periods and bouts of anger and depression. I'm going to be honest with you. And again, I'm not a doctor, right? And if you're feeling some kind of way, do seek professional help, licensed professional help. But this is like putting on the war paint, trying to find your equilibrium. You trying to find balance. And you know, what's crazy, Libra, in other aspects of your life, like your work, maybe your friendships, things seem to be pretty even killed. Like they seem to be pretty chill. But there's this one part, this one part that just won't, like they never just stop. They never just quit. And now it's culminated into, now it's being brought to an end one way or another. 17. I said 17 to you earlier, and that's coming up heavily. Like, this is meant to bring in peace. And I feel like whoever or whatever this has been, Libra, has been somebody who doesn't instill the value of peace. They like to be the center of your attention. They like to be the one who you call, the one who you reach out to, the one that, you know, they can lean on you. Who is this person for Libra in 2025 they're dealing with? The other woman. Like, I'm telling you, there's so much feminine energy. I'm going to be female energy on this. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm picking up. Like, overseeing, right? Looking over your shoulder. That's like, you ever be at work and someone's like watching every move you make and they're looking over your shoulder like, why'd you do it that way? What about this? What about that? They don't stop. It's coming to an end. For some of you, this is not your, it's like I'm going to be horridly blunt. You didn't find the guts to tell them no. You probably let them walk all over you like a doormat. You pacified them. It wasn't worth the fight for you. Let's just keep the peace. Their mom, their grandma. Let's just keep the peace. Not realizing that gamble you were taking on them has been destroying your entire world as an adult. Yeah, they're still, whoever this is, Libra, is reliving their own past. This is somebody who has not done the inner work. This is someone who has put their wounds on you. This is somebody who, you know, maybe they were hurt horribly, right? God knows what they could have gone through, and bless them, right? But they've taken those wounds. Let's just say you're their child. They've taken those wounds and said, here, I'm going to make you see this hardened perception in only this way, because this is what the world did to me. And I was a victim, and you're a victim, and your children's a victim, and your children's children's are victims. And I'm going to teach you how to be in victim mode, Libra. I'm going to teach you this old way of being, this old school process. Because they refuse to heal. because they refuse to heal, you are now basically dealing with their karma. They've got their own, but they have implemented and buried in you this way of being that never served them. They're probably old and alone. I'm going to call it for what it is. I'm going to be a little mean here. Old and alone, but they're telling you that they've got it all figured out in life. If they had it all figured out, why are they in the situation they're in right now? They have no clue. None. But they've implemented into you what that's supposed to be. They know it all. Whew. Good Lord, Libra. This is not what I was expecting at all. High Priestess of Spirit. This person is not spiritually awoke at all. They think it always has to be a fight. I think that they're very defensive. I think they enjoy fighting. They'll tell you that they don't, but they love it. They love to fucking fight. And how many people in your life at some point could you look at and go, boy, they're the same as my mom, my grandma, sorry, very feminine energy here. You're either going to have to cut ties with this person or they're going to be forced to leave. Okay? Because this just keeps replaying for you. Whew. All right. Libra, 2025 theme in regards to Venus, beloved. King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. You could be dealing with a Taurus. I just did Taurus's reading for 2025, and I'm going to tell you guys all the time that I have spent on YouTube and all of the years that I have done this. When I see these reads pop up back to back like this, there tends to be a flow of information from one sign to the next, somehow. They tend to run in and bleed together somehow. So you may, if you're dealing with a Taurus or you have Taurus placements, you may definitely want to check out that video. Okay, it should be uploaded before this one is. So, someone is calling out a hard truth. Somebody is going, here's something you don't want to see, but here, let me show it to you anyhow, because I'm keeping my distance from this. Somebody's getting ready to make, again, an exit. And I'll tell you, Libra, I think that, like I said, you could be the child, like, in between that whole hypothesis, or what, not hypothesis, but the whole hypothetical, that the thing that you've held on to, or the thing that is held on to you, is costing you a new life. And it's almost like you're going to have to make a decision. Six of Cups, Page, or the Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. You Hangman, if I just sit here and do nothing, good enough. And I think, Libra, that's probably what you've done in connection with this person in the past, is you've just kind of, it'll sort itself out. I don't think that's going to be an option in 2025 for you. And this is going to impact the way your life moves forward. Whatever is destined and fated, like, I feel like all of this time, maybe the last 12 years specifically, 12 to 21 years, that if this is a mother, she could have had you between the ages of 21 to 24. It doesn't have to be. But this is, they lack impulse control. They lack the ability to separate their past from their present. And the reason that this is coming up, Libra, for you, is because it's like they rubber stamped this into your brain. They've rubber stamped this into your subconscious. They've rubber stamped their turmoil into your heart, your gut, your structures, your stability. Like, this person has such a powerful, in all the wrong ways, persuasion over who you are. And it's like, we can just begin from the same old place. You can't. You cannot. It's complete lunacy to think that you can continue to do what you've always done and get a different result. You've probably seen this play out 3 times over. probably in your relationships with other people. What is this Saturn structure for Libra in 2025? Their theme, please. The Star. This is pushed by Aquarius. There you go. King of Pentacles, the Moon. The Hangman again. I'm a little confused by, hold on a second, the Devil. There we go, the Moon and the Devil. It's kind of strange to me, Libra, in the sense, King of Wands, the Hermit. I feel like somebody's fighting over you. Okay, hold that thought for a second. Knight of Swords. This is almost like having to pick between two people. I don't think that these two people are both lovers. I think this is a family dynamic, and I think that this is a mother dynamic in your life. Maybe this is the mother of your children. Maybe this is your own mother. King of Wands. You've got the Hermit. So you've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. Aries, Leo, Sag. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Virgo specifically. You could be, honestly, Libra, you could be dealing with any sign here. Taurus, Libra again. Heavy on the Taurus. Big time here. Taurus and Virgo. Virgo season takes us into September. It's being caught between two places. There's three there, you're standing alone. I'm seeing this Father of Wands, this Father of Pentacles, and this Hermit as three separate people again. Words being exchanged. There's going to be a significant event here that is destined and fated. When it comes to picking and choosing between two people. And I feel like, Libra, they're both looking at you going, well, what are you going to do? Them or me? Can't make it up if I fucking wanted to. The Lovers. The World. The Ace of Swords. The High Priestess. I don't think that this has been super apparent in your face until probably eclipse season comes. And that's really where it starts to boil over. Because this is going to change the trajectory of how 2025 goes for you. Are you going to continue to repeat an old cycle, or are you going to rebuild a new way of life for yourself? I will tell you, if you've had mother issues, this could be playing out with your spouse now. This could be picking between your spouse and your parent. This could be picking between your spouse and a child, maybe. But it feels very familial. And then with that Six of Cups there's a light side and a dark side to this. What are you going to lean into? Because you have a choice. You have a very significant choice this year, Libra, or in 2025. It's not quite this year yet. Where you're going to have to make a very significant judgment call to close out a very old cycle that has driven you probably next to mad. Same card came out for Taurus in the same place, Scales of Karma. Mother energy, again, cycles of disharmony, creating new traditions, unfortunate events. You've got to remove these obstacles here with this. Bees, busy bees too. Like, to me, I want to tell you that, bees stay busy. I said, like, digging your head into the sand. Maybe this person has dug their head into the sand. Like, you may distract yourself with everything else, so you don't have to think about what's going on. So you don't have to deal with what's going on. This can't be ignored anymore. Maybe somebody else has tried to do it. It can't be ignored anymore. And you may feel like you have no idea what you're doing. But if you would settle down and into the sense of self, talked about it. Power struggle. There it is on the bottom. The answers that you need are within you. And part of this is Spirit is asking you to dig deeper internally and go, what do I need? What is the most important thing to me? But I think that it's also important that you recognize any unhealthy familial patterns that have gotten you to this point to date that haven't like unhooked itself from you, right? It needs to change. It needs to be addressed. It needs to heal. It needs to open up. It needs to be resolved. It needs to be told no. That's the thing. That's the power struggle. I think there's a power struggle going on external to you, but then there's a power struggle going on internal with you. And that's what makes it really hard. Like, how do I choose? Whew. Libra. Work with some amethyst, right? Work with some amethyst. That's good for your third eye, your crown. I'm hearing that song by, well, it was Beyonce originally, but I think Kelly Clarkson and Reba did a version of If I Were a Boy, right? I'm hearing that song, If I Were a Boy. High Priestess of Air, Libra, there you are, denial, talking about not wanting to see the truth of a matter here. Another 6, heavy on the 6s here. What else for Libra in regards to this structure in 2025? I know you can't see my full table, but you hear me and you probably see parts of me shuffling. Look at that card. Choices. You have choices to make when it comes to this. And you're going to have to break down your own barriers, Libra, in regards to what you've been taught by a female aspect in your life. Chaos and rigid. The more you push against this change, the more chaotic life is going to become. You got a big choice to make. A very, like, no pressure, but pressure. Oh, Libra. Who is this? I'm going to be nosy for a second. Who is this first person that Libra is dealing with? Somebody, I'm going to tell you, whoever this first person is, Libra, this is somebody who, I said old and alone, right? The Grove is about being alone, being with yourself. 333 here. Fulfillment, glass half empty, glass half full. It's a bittersweet, like, they may proclaim to be very loyal to you, but it's only if you don't make yourself bigger than them. Okay, another 6, 3 and 6 again on the table. This is somebody who, they expect your loyalty. They expect you to be and do for them in some way. What is going on with these cards? There's 2 of Swords, choices. They expect you to, it doesn't matter what they do wrong, they want you to take their side. They expect you to take their side. They may hold something over your head. It's like they won't let you go. This could be a parent who's suffering, regardless of how old you are, someone who's dealing with emptiness syndrome. They won't let you go. They look to you to be a source. There you are, King of Swords. They look to you to be a source of their own personal happiness. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. They've never learned to stand on their own 2 feet as much as they try to say that they are independent and can care for themselves. 7 of Wands again. You, Libra, I love you, but let me be completely blunt. With all due respect, you suck at boundaries. When it comes to this person, you suck at boundaries. And I'm not trying to be mean, so if that made you mad, I'm sorry. But you really need to take a look at this. Because it's like you might get pissed off with them every now and again. You might push them off to the side, but you always get back into them. You need to ask yourself why. Who is the second person that Libra is dealing with? This person is going to run amok. High Priestess of Water, this is somebody who shows up emotionally invested and honest in what they mean what they say. Okay, I will say this. But there's a lot of emotions at stake. So this could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. But, ooh, wait. Spirit's telling me to pull another card. Hold on. I told you, there was probably somebody in the past. This isn't the first time you're hearing this. Somebody you could have built a home or a structure with in the past. This may be part of the pushback, Libra, is that somebody that you may not have an emotional connection to now, seen something a long time ago that you yourself did not see. And they may have brought it with the purest of intentions to your attention, and it was denied. They had hoped that one day you would see, you know, how successful you could be on your own, but failed to do so. So who is this other person then for Libra, and who they're choosing in between? High Priestess of Fire could be Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't have to be. But this is someone who is requiring significant change from you. You've made some kind of commitment to this person. They could be the spitting image of this maternal figure in younger form, with more fight to them, more sass to them. I feel like the maternal figure is very quietly manipulative. This person will get aggressive because they expect you to abide by the rules. These are their rules. You're dealing with a lot of controlling mechanisms here, Libra. All right, in regards to this High Priestess of Water, what is this about? They see, somebody here tried to get you to see something differently in the past, the Hangman. And I think they were disappointed and made a quick exit out of your life. Somehow you're still tied to this person. I'm not quite sure how, but they tried to get you to see it differently. 12 and 21, they've been through something similar. They know what that looks like. So somebody here has, at some point, and I think I used the term earlier, 12, I said 12 and 21, your parent could have been 21 to 24 when they had you. There's a mirroring energy here. They know this devil. They've dealt with this devil. They've tried to get you to see something so that you could break free from these third-party situations, so you could stand on your own, and you didn't. Where does this person stand at now? Five of Swords. They're watching. I feel like they're watching you self-sabotage. I don't know how you affect this person. Is this person watching Libra go through this? They are. You could have had a family with this person. It's like they knew it was a matter of when. They had some kind of intuitive knowing. The High Priestess of Water is very intuitive. They had a knowing here of what would transpire in due time. And I think that whatever they may have said to you could be becoming true, whether you like it or not, or whether you want to acknowledge it or not. What does this person have to do with Libra now? You may end up looking for some sort of protection from this person in the past. And they could... Ooh. Two peas in a pod. I don't know what that means. Two peas in a pod. Patience. What role do they play now? You know what, Libra? If you're like coming back around to this person after this period of whatever this is, they may be the person that says, I told you so. What else? This is a mess, Libra. This is a big mess. Yeah, discernment. They knew within what was going to happen, and I think they're like, they've already told you in the past what this was about. Yeah, they're not going to reinvest in any kind of, I don't want to call it rekindling, but like involving themselves in this situation. So I don't know what role they play in your life, but they're not going to reinvest in this with you. They're going to let you have to figure it out on your own. It's like they feel like they've done their time with you and it's up. Okay. This person that you're dealing with currently outside of that maternal figure, what's the end game here? 9 of Pentacles. They're fine on their own, in a way. I don't think that they act with pure integrity either, with that King of Swords coming out sideways. They're Ace of Swords, the Death card. I'm really surprised the Tower hasn't come out in this. The Queen of Cups, the Lovers, the Emperor. This person in your life, I think, does see you as a soulmate, but they want control. I do think they honestly have open emotions for you that are genuine, but they want control. They don't know how to love. Aries season, Gemini season, popping up twice here now. Obedience and the Emperor, talk about playing by the rules. They love you if you play, I think they love you no matter what, but they're used to having control. This is probably a grown adult who wants it on their terms. And it doesn't work that way. You have to compromise and work together. Here's a fun fact, Libra. Whoever this person is from the past, I know this is kind of convoluted with so much information. That was like, it was like I told you that this was the problem and now you're seeing it whether you want to or not. They prayed for your healing. The one person, like, how does Libra feel about this person? Because I don't know why they're so disconnected from you. How does Libra feel about this person from the past? 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. So I don't think you like them very much. I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords. There could have been a lot of fighting, a lot of betrayal. 2 of Swords. Queen of Swords. I feel like this person was extremely and bluntly correct. They made a judgment call on things. I don't think you like them, Libra. I'm going to be honest with you. Why not? You know what? They're King of Pentacles, the Tower. This could be somebody, the 7 of Pentacles sideways in the Justice card. There you are. Libra, this could be somebody that you had some issues with in the past. You two didn't see eye to eye. But at the same time, like, they've had some kind of up-leveling, unexpected success that you may feel like created a downfall for you somehow. So it's such a weird, fucked up dynamic. It's like the universe sent this person into your life as a karmic soul tie to get you to open up. And you don't like them. And talk about having to eat a big old slice of humble pie that the one person you can't stand, for whatever reason, is the one that was right. And I think that in part of this, Libra, you knew what they said was true, but you didn't want to have to believe it. Hence, digging or burying your head into the sand. That's tough, right? Like, they seen something we couldn't see. We don't want to look at that. 44:44 on the clock. Whether you like it or not, this person was trying to protect you. And whatever tie the two of you currently have, they were trying to protect whatever that was. So I don't know what that means to you, but there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of external energy, but this is going to be the highlight of your 2025. And everything else is going to kind of happen around how you handle this situation. Spirit saying 90% of you will resonate with this. I need a drink. Oh, Libra, holy smokes. One way or another, though, balance is going to be restored. Okay? One way or another, it's going to be restored. Advice for Libra. You need to walk away from all of it. I am going to tell you every single aspect of it, and you need to start new. And you're going to have to brave the situation, no matter how difficult it might be. If you want to move into a new space of abundance, you're going to have to change your mindset about these people, places, and things. No matter how hard it is. Libra, I'm leaving it there. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. Because it's so detailed and yet so in-depth and yet a theme, I'm curious as to how that plays out or what that represents to all of you. So I'm sending you all so much love and light. Take care of yourselves. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below and the about section of the page. I'm sending you all a ton of love. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye.